Okay, guys, welcome to the very first live streaming regarding the modern eco village. We're so stoked to have you here. We are here today. It's me, Belinda, my husband, Yanko, and very soon you're going to meet our architect and our communication team, Jose, Manuel Escobedo, and Caitlin and Cassie. We're going to show you also the very first pictures of the actual houses that we're building. So we're very, very excited about this. But first, we're going to answer a question that a lot of people ask us. They're like, why? Like, why are you guys doing this? Like, what is actually happening? Because as you know, most of you guys have found us on internet, either on Instagram or TikTok, where I love to hang out. And so it just started in the fall, not even so long ago, like last year. My husband and I, after living in Spain for a year and a half, we had one of these sit down conversations where we, like, sometimes we sit down and we tell ourselves, like, with no compromise, what do you want? Like, with no compromise, what would you want? To allow our brain to, like, dream big. And we found out that we truly desire to up the quality on every bits and parts of our lives. We wanted to up the quality on the food that we eat. And to do that, you need to up the quality of the soil that you can grow in, you know? And to be able to even grow food, you need to up the quality of your time, your spare time, and your knowledge, and the people you surround yourself with. We wanted to upgrade the houses because, as many of you know, buying a house in Spain can be
Tricky.
quite the journey, and buying or renting can be quite the journey, and a lot of things here sadly is in very poor quality, and you get the burning hot summers and you get the ice cold winters, and the houses do not protect you for a lot of stuff. So we were like, oh my god, imagine like a modern beautiful house here in Spain. And we also really wanted to get away from the tourism, because the tourism is killing this place. You know, if you've ever been to Benidorm, you know what I'm talking about. And we truly miss to be surrounded by people that we love, family and friends. We feel like we get to see people sometimes on the afternoons and hectic weekends, but life is supposed to be a bit different from that. We are supposed to live more in unison. We're supposed to be part of a community. We're supposed to actually know thy neighbor and to witness people's lives growing up. And you know,
we really miss this.
We really
everywhere.
miss this everywhere,
Not
all
only
over the
here.
world.
We're not fixing a Spanish problem. We're fixing a world problem.
Exactly. And then one evening, I saw the documentary on Netflix called "How to Live to 100," Blue Zones, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is everything I want. What if we can aim to build a place like this?" And initially, we wanted to build a place with just a few houses for my husband and I, our closest family and friends, and my mom. And from that on, we started talking to some people, and it turned out that so many people wanted to do this. So we were like, okay, maybe we're up to like 20 houses now. This is crazy. We have to start looking for properties. And then we talked about it on Instagram for the first time, and our videos went viral, and we hit some kind of a spot, some kind of a need that we didn't even know. And since then, we have been contacted by how many people?
Thousands, but
Thousands, yeah.
the ones that fill in a house form, it's about right over 1,500 people already,
Yeah.
and that was only by posting 2 times.
Yeah.
Three times, two or three times we posted about it.
We decided to see if this is something that we can actually do. Like we told family and friends, like you have to be a little bit delusional to think that you can actually just from scratch, having no experience, just to build a city. So we're like, okay, let's just try and see what happens, and let's stop when the door fully closes, you know. But it turned out that the door never closed. It was only a bunch of doors opening, and now we are this big, amazing team that is coming together to make this happen. And now, how far are we now in the process?
Well, yeah, well, for me, it seems like we come a long way because I get to deal with all the boring things that you guys don't see every day. I talk to the lawyers, I talk to the accountants, I talk to the plot owners, to the mayors, the other politicians, and all of that. And I mean, things are moving slow for a reason. I mean, if it was that easy, everyone would build stuff like this, I guess. So yeah, it can be frustrating sometimes dealing with very small tasks that are barely seeable on the outside. But it's exciting because we're seeing things moving on, we're seeing things getting done, and suddenly one door closes and 10 other doors open right away. Like it's, it's almost too easy, you know. And we come so far that uh, Mr. Jose Manuel Escobedo has drawn a fantastic house. Belinda was crying earlier today when she saw
You
it,
were crying.
and I got tears in my eyes, I have to admit.
But
Uh,
scoot back ahead. You have to take us to where we are right now
yeah,
because we
well,
found the
that
plot.
yeah, we found the plot. We got the plot as it's classified as a buildable plot. We need to do some changes in the regulation that has changed over the few years, but we're basically there. We're talking to the lawyers. They're getting this done. So uh, we're looking at months until we can get the approvals to start building. And the mayor is on our side, the politicians are on our side, we have the finances in place. It's just, yeah, we have come a long way, but it's hard to describe every step in the process. I'm just telling you that we are at the phase where we're planning in detail houses, and we're gonna start working with the master plan, with all the gardens, all the every single flower there's gonna be in that
Community,
community, of
food
course, food
forests,
forests.
landscape.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a lot, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. We didn't know what we were going into when we first started this project. It's just so many things to think about. But without shadow, without the most important thing for us is the concept, the community, the and the functions of the community.
So let's
But
talk about the concept for new people on here. So, like an hour away from Alicante or from Valencia here in Spain, there's this beautiful, beautiful plot. It's called Planes. At this time, at this date, when you Google planes, Spain, you won't find that much,
you will
but
find a lot of boings.
a lot of boys, exactly. But it's called Planes, and it's 680,000 square meters of fantastic land. You get views over valleys, and it's close to a lake, so you have water for irrigation, and it's just absolutely beautiful. The kind of place that you just never want to leave, and you feel like you are so far away from everything, but you're actually just an hour away from, upbeat city life if that's what you're craving every now and then. So here we are aiming to build about 500
Houses.
houses in different price ranges. And some people have think that this is only like super rich high end stuff. And I get that because that's how it looks. But no, it's for all types of people, and it's just absolutely beautiful. So we have found the land. We have worked tires. I have not. My husband has worked tirelessly for the last few months to get all of the approval so that we can buy it and to get all of the financing, obviously. And we are there building like these houses, and they're built in a fantastic, beautiful way, and they're built very differently. So we're building these 500 houses. We're building communities. We're building like a shop. We're building a gym. We're building. We have people who work in health. They're going to have their health centers. We have people who want to. Okay, I'm not going to say too much.
Most importantly, we have people that know about soil,
Yeah,
people that know about plants, about food, about wellness and health.
yeah,
And I noticed that a lot of the people contacting us, they really care about their health. They really care about
yeah,
physical and mental health, and what nature can do for them. We believe that the answers are back in nature.
yeah,
And even when we decided to when we first sat down with Jose, we were talking about the project, and we told him what we're aiming to do. He designed the house like that. The houses are functional. The houses are close to nature. Uh, it's just that the entire concept spins around this. And yeah, the actually the gardener that's gonna work in our village, he's here visiting us now, and uh, the finance guy is here visiting us now, and yeah, all these people are going to be your neighbors. We are building this for ourselves. Um, so yeah, the concept is very simple: sustainability, that's worth mentioning. We want to build a city that's sustainable in energy, jobs, food, absolutely everything. Will we succeed? I hope so. And if it's going to be 95%, it's still better than zero, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So with that said, every single house is going to have solar panels on top, more than you need, so you won't have to buy from the grid. We're going to try to recirculate as much water as possible. We working out on getting approvals to use the water from the lake for irrigation. Uh, yeah, so you have energy and water. You have these beautiful houses and a strong community. I mean, it seems quite idyllic, doesn't it?
Yes. I am actually investing in some olive farms around that there because I want to make my own olive oil and sell that. We have many different people who are already on board and already buying houses. And even though we haven't shown a single house drawing yet, it's incredible. There were already so many people. And we have a lot of people who have different talents. We are setting up like a web shop for the entire eco village, and our fantastic marketing team is going to sell products that are made by the community members. And we have so many amazing, amazing things. We're setting up a restaurant. I'm super stoked about that. And yeah, so
School for
school,
kids. Yeah, a lot of people are
kindergartens.
asking about that. So we're
Yeah,
setting up a Montessori school as
yeah,
well, and even higher education.
yeah.
So without saying so much more, I mean, would you love to live in arguably one of the best climates in the world, in a modern house, close to nature, with organic food, in a strong community, a lot of job options and free energy and all of that? If that's for you, then you came to the right place, I would say.
Exactly. And you know, like for the food thing, I think it's so interesting because, like we said, we're visited now by the gardener is going to help us run this thing. And I have a lot of experience in keeping plants inside, especially in Norway, but I have absolutely no experience in growing my own vegetables. And I tried this season. Last season I tried and I failed so badly. And I'm trying again this year. And already this week I've learned so much by him. So even if you have no experience growing your own food, there will be people there who can actually teach you everything from scratch. And together we will learn. I mean, it takes a village to
It
build
takes
a
a village,
village.
yeah. So
Yeah.
without dragging it anymore, let's introduce you to Jose Manuel Escobedo, our architect. So Jose, tell us what were your initial thoughts about the project?
So, okay, as you know, it was amazing. I think that the first time that we met and you explained us in the office your plans, your vision, for us was a kind of a dream that someone proposed that. Because our team of architecture, we are dreamers. We love our job, we love architecture, we love the design. We are dreamers, but we were in a period that we needed someone that gave us a dream, and you gave us a dream to dream, So we were very grateful, and we were feeling very, very, very inside the project from the beginning. So it's something like we got your ideas. Do you remember our conversations? We were almost completing the sentences one of each other, and you have think about that and that. So amazing, amazing, and I think that we feel very comfortable and very happy working for you.
Okay, are you ready to show people the first picture of the house?
Of course, of course.
Okay,
Okay.
let's put it on the screen.
Let's see it.
Okay.
There it is.
This is the main facade. Okay. The maybe you have to stop me if you want to talking about the houses any
Go
moment.
ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. The idea is that it's a house is in touch with the nature. Okay, this is a house that is something that gets the nature from outside to inside. It lives next to the nature, and the nature is a part of the house also. We are working with this in the next to the main facade, this shadow terrace, because you have to have views to the lake. Here you can see this in the right side. You can see the garage that is near the main front door of the house, and in the left side is the living room and the bedrooms. First, you have the windows opened to the lake. You have a terrace with shadow because here in Spain as you well know, the sun can hurt a lot, so
Yes.
it's fundamental to have shadow areas. This is the back side of the project, where the kitchen and the corridors are getting natural lights. If you see in the right side, these teeny windows, are windows that go to the corridor. So even the corridor of the house has natural sunlight. There is not any corner of the house that has not natural light. This is a house that you only have to use the electricity for the lights during the night. All the spaces of the house have natural light. The swimming pool is connected to the terrace, and that the terrace is itself connected to the living room, where you can have breakfast, have dinner, and if you see the corner, the end of the swimming pool, this is this kind of infinity swimming pool. So we have 1 meter of difference where the water, and when it's finished, so you can listen the sound of the
Can we
water.
see another angle of
Also,
the swimming pool so we can see the
I think
maybe
from
infinity?
the first photo, you can see the
maybe
other
from the
angle.
first, I
Yeah,
don't
if you go
know.
back to the
Okay,
first photo, oh,
this
then we'll see.
maybe the
Like
this
here,
one.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
perfect. This one in the right side, you can see how this is infinity effect, no? And more than to the view, because infinity pool is something that is used usually when you have a view in front of the sea or something like that. But more important than the view is the sound of the water, that
Yeah.
it's makes you feel in the nature. Okay, and also we are working with natural local materials. You know that the facade is going to be from plaster that interconnect with the ground, and you can see these brown elements are from ceramic that the idea is that have made by local workers with
Yeah,
local
if we can see the
materials.
garage, then we can see the.
Yes, this is the back. This is the back side, where there is the kitchen. Soon, we will provide you with indoor images where you can see something that is very interesting in this project. That the kitchen is open, is connected to the dining room, connected to the living room, and you have something that is very interesting in architecture. That you have a very big window opened to the views to the south, and this is where the terrace is and where the main window will be connected, but also in the back you have another window to the north. So this is something that you can make opening these windows here in the Mediterranean weather. Like if you open the window to the south and you open the window of the north, it's suddenly a natural, fresh, and a natural fresh air that is going to help a lot in the summertime.
Free air condition.
free air condition and natural
Yeah,
one.
actually, this is the picture from the top. That
Yeah.
is very exciting because we haven't told yet anyone that the living room and the kitchen is 4 meters high.
Yes, really. As you can see in the center, okay, if you can see the volume is the same from outside, but you can see that in the left side and in the right side are the solar panels, more than enough to provide electricity for the house. And in the center, there is not solar panels. Why? Because it's the slab of the structural thing arrives until the 4 meters high. So in the living room, in the dining room, and in the kitchen, you have this 4 meters height. That is very, very nice also. And at the same time, you can see from the main facade that you have a lot of solar panels, you have machines, but you can see the machines from outside. There is something that we hate as an architect, that sometimes you design a wonderful house, but suddenly appear the solar panels
Yeah,
on
and
the
air
top,
conditioning
air
and
conditioned,
Yeah.
and suddenly it starts from a house and a spaceship,
Yeah,
suddenly.
exactly.
And you
ca-
can have that, but you have to hide.
and as I understand, this house is very easy to extend or
Yes,
make it
yes,
smaller or bigger.
exactly. We are working now in the different models, so where you can see with the same design from the same cell, the same cell, you can have this 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, or 3 bedrooms house. Actually, even not only to get, mainly some people will be able to buy. I think that a house with a very big terrace of 1 bedroom, but suddenly they have family and they, in a very cheap, easy way, they can have 2 or 3 bedrooms more.
Yeah.
Or maybe in the future they are a cappella again, so maybe they can restore and the nature of the house to the terraces.
I love that
Everything
so much.
There's actually a lot of people that want 4, 5, or 6 bedrooms. What do we do with those?
is possible also.
Possible.
For that will be the different special plots where we can actually design different houses, I mean, different sizes, actually.
And the
Very
houses
nice.
are, they're not only beautiful, they're also obviously practical. They come with laundry rooms, they come with
Excellent.
pantries, with
Excellent.
storage, with there's so many beautiful things. And like we said, like the living room and kitchen, are they 4 meters or 370 under the roof?
4 meters, 4 meters.
It's 4
Yeah.
meters.
Yeah.
And
So
it's
it's
I
quite
used to live like in Norway. I used to have a house where on the highest part that was 4 meters, but it was
It was
like
3.5.
no, it was actually 4. I'm not sure.
a
But to have that all over, it just gives this insane grand feeling. And the kitchen island also is huge.
yes,
So
exactly.
even if you buy like one of the smaller houses, you will get this amazingly airy, grand feeling. At the same time, it's functional, it's homey, it's cozy, because it's very important for us not to draw houses that are cold and just for design. It's a place that you actually want to live in. You want to have,
You want
raise
it to
your
be a
children,
home.
and you want it to be home. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are implementing so many things. So in the next step, we're going to show you inside, and yeah, it's going to truly feel like a home.
Yeah.
Right.
I think we show people a lot of a lot of the first impressions that we got today. We're gonna come back like in a week or two, maybe with
Perfect.
some more details, maybe a different house model, maybe some inside renderings,
With new feedback, we
new
can
feedback. Yeah,
evolution together.
Exactly.
yeah. It would
And
be actually very nice if you guys give us some feedback. What do you think
what
on
do you
this?
think?
Yeah.
And also, can you show Adi? Could you show us the photo, the overview photo again from above? Because like we've talked about before, you get a spacious plot. And I have so many ideas on what to do with the plot. And if you have any ideas on what you would do with the plot, what you would build, maybe you would build like a little lighthouse or set up some, garden beds, or what would you do with the plot around? Yeah, like we said, and we have many ideas. We're going to present to you some of them later on, but we would love to hear what your initial ideas are.
Perfect. So
Right.
without further ado, let's go to the next speakers, and that's Cassie and Caitlin.
Yeah.
They are the ones, the face of the community. Basically, they answer your emails, your messages, and they've been taking calls now with a lot of people. And let's see what I have to say. Let's see what I have to say about the project. Let's see how were the conversations with potential customers, and and
And at the end, if you guys have any questions, we will do like a Q&A. So hold your questions a little bit, and then we're going to do that a little bit later.
So thank you so much, Belinda and Yanku, for all that you have poured into this project so far. It's really exciting to watch it unfold. And something we wanted to introduce ourselves. I'm Caitlin, and this is my fiance.
I'm Cassie.
And we're so excited to be here. And we'd like to talk a little bit today about, I'd like to start off by saying how cool it is that this project is bringing together so many people from around the world. We've spoken with, in the last couple months of handling the communications, we've gotten to speak to so many of you all the way from Finland, Bulgaria, Romania, the United States, Mexico. I mean, this project has a worldwide reach, which I think is so beautiful, and I think really speaks to the heart of it and the vision. And that's really the thing that's connecting all of us. And it's been really cool to see why this project is meaningful to all of you. And we'll speak a bit more on that in just a few minutes. But what we wanted to share too is, speaking of worldwide living, Cassie and I have lived in a variety of different countries, in different communities. And, while it's been great to live immersed in nature, for example, here in Costa Rica, that's where we are currently, we've really missed out on modern conveniences and comforts at times. For example, here, the internet can go out at any time, and we have no warning. And it literally happened right before this call. And the the power as well that can go out separately randomly. And I know that's not just here in Costa Rica, that's a reality for a lot of different parts of the world. And so, there's that, and same with groceries, like Belinda mentioned. I think one of the biggest things for us is, as we've traveled to different countries, it's been a struggle to find food that's truly nourishing. You go to the grocery store and you pick up, we always look at the ingredients because we're trying to be mindful, and you see 1,000 ingredients in something, and it's really hard to find food that's not processed and that's truly from the earth in these places. And so that's one thing that I'm definitely looking forward to having in the modern eco village, is access to clean, nourishing food. And what about you? What are some of the things you're looking forward to?
That's for me, that's like one of the things, especially living here, it's made me realize that food is like a major part. So to be able to grow our own produce, and to even use these vegetables for dinners with our friends, our community, our neighbors, I feel like that's like such an exciting part, and a unique aspect about this community is because you get to really be immersed with your community, and not just like have a neighbor, but like they're your friends, they're your family. And that's to me like what's really important, especially being living in Spain, which is not our home country. So that's something that I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we can both agree that that's another main thing that's been missing in our nomadic life, that we've been really missing the community aspect wherever we've been. So it's, again, amazing that this project has brought together all of you who share that same vision that we do. So and like I said, the last few weeks we've been talking to many of you, many different families and individuals who are deciding to invest in this, in your home, in the modern eco village. And we've actually pre-sold a few homes already in this initial stage of the project. And as mentioned before, we can only house 500 people. We don't want the village to get overcrowded, and we want to honor and remain true to the concept. So this week we're going to draw the first contracts. And so for those of you who would like to be amongst the first to reserve, you can do so this weekend, and we will let you know what we need from you.
Yes, and with the timeline too, with the construction, if everything goes smoothly, it starts early next year, and we'll expect the first house, or the first phase, to be finished next year. And this is of course what the lawyers and urban developers are saying, and so we'll just keep our fingers crossed everything goes smoothly. But yeah, if you want to fill in, if you haven't filled in the house form, I'll link it in here. You would just go on modernecovillage.com, and I'm going to link the website so you can fill out the investment form if you're really interested in joining the community. If you have any more questions, we're also going to have a Q&A after this. But yeah, we're just really looking forward to meeting our future neighbors.
Yes, and we're still continuing to take calls too, so please send us a message, and we're excited to connect with you all and chat online. So thank you.
Awesome. Take it away, Iancu and Belinda.
Okay, so let's do a little bit of Q&A. If anybody has any questions, we're going to leave like a few minutes to do that. And don't worry, we're going to come back and do this a lot of times. We want to stay in close contact with everyone, and we are so excited after a while to start announcing and telling who's going to live there and what everybody does and what they want to provide to the community. Some people want to provide a whole lot of things. Some people want to provide only their beautiful presence, and that's totally fine too. You don't have to fit a criteria to live there. There's nothing expected from you other than that you're a nice person.
Yeah. Well, with that said, there's a lot of people they want to have swimming lessons, for example. That was
Yeah.
your Norwegian friend. And then you have some people that want to have yoga classes, and some people want to be personal trainers, and some people want to make vases. And yeah,
I want to do ceramic classes and do my own cups, ceramic cups. We have a lot of yoga
Yeah, no,
people.
I'm talking about people that want to have a business in the community. I'm
Yes,
not talking
I was
about you
talking
making
about
your own.
exactly the same thing. So we're on the same vibe here about it.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So yeah, people have different talents, and they all can offer something to the community. And we even had some artists coming to us. They want to be in a creative mood up there and make art,
We have
paintings and music and
we
all
have
that.
athletes, we have
Athletes,
doctors,
doctors,
we have
teachers.
teachers, yeah, we have gardeners, we have veterinarians. I was very happy about that because I have dogs and I aim to buy 15 more. And we have yogis, we have healers, we have people who are very good with herbs and plant medicine, and we have
Lots of gardeners.
lots of gardeners. We have an ex-police officer, so you'll feel safe. We
Actually, we have
have,
more.
yeah, we have several police officers and several doctors, and so we'll feel safe and taken care of. We have meditation coaches. We have, it's just a beautiful variety of people that's coming up there. Entrepreneur, business owners. We have a lot of families that are coming with their kids, and that's even though I don't have kids. I grew up in a community where we could run free and just play with each other, and I'm so excited to see that, to see moms sitting down and having a cup of beautiful coffee after morning yoga and their kids just playing together, and you don't have to worry about anything. So we have a
Yeah,
lot of
this will
them.
be one of the safest communities there is.
Yeah,
First of all, Planes has a history of being
it's
no,
zero.
yeah,
Yeah,
zero crime
it's
for
zero
like
crime.
yeah 50 years or something. And in addition to that, we will have a closed perimeter, and in addition to that, we will have a perimeter surveillance 24/7 monitored, and a guard.
Yeah,
So nobody comes in and out from the outside unless we want them to. And yeah, I mean, it's important. It's important to feel safe in your community so kids can run free.
yeah,
And when you leave your home, your door can be open
yeah,
and not worry about anything. That's how my grandparents grew up, and
yeah,
I want that. I want that back.
exactly. We got a question here from Max Lebo, and you will love this question.
Okay,
So the best question it could possibly ask you.
give it to me.
How cool is Belinda in real life? No, he said, have you considered making a documentary about this endeavor?
Yes, we consider that. But and actually, I'm a videographer, and I love making movies and all that. But we've been just so caught up with the process of building this that I just totally, absolutely overlooked filming it,
Yeah.
and it's a bit hard to film myself.
And at the same time, we've been going a bit back and forth about this because we've been living like a public life for the last few years because I have a bunch of following online and I've been doing some Norwegian media and stuff like this. And we have thought about the fact because some people are interested also coming and covering this thing. But we also want it to be this super private, personal, beautiful space where everyone can feel just at ease. So I don't know how good I would feel turning, the modern eco village into keeping up with the modern eco village. So we're not going to turn it into like oh, but one of the girls who are living there, who's going to live there, she said that we should definitely make this the Real Housewives of the Modern Eco Village. So we'll see.
Now,
We'll see.
what I believe is that when the Eco Village is done, it will be one of the best places
Yeah,
in the world
in the
to
world.
live in. That really tackles all the problems of modern living and
Yeah,
sustainability. And yeah, we, as I said, I think people will make these documentaries when it's done.
yeah,
And yeah, maybe, but you know what, Max? I think we should document more. Definitely,
yeah. I
I
truly
totally agree
think that
with
we
you. Yeah.
should. Yeah,
We do have a lot of footage from up there, and we should, yeah, we should maybe think about having some more footage. When they put together a documentary, we would have something to show them.
Max, why don't you shoot us an email? Because my husband would love to talk to you. Because if this is something that you do, then yeah, it is like you say. He's saying that it's still early and he would love to help, and we would love to. So shoot us an email, and then you guys can have like a little Zoom meeting. And Maria and Ian is saying, we have a carpentry and I have the doubt if we can construct a local where we can work there. Well, let's talk a bit offline and we can see if there's anything we can do to make that happen, if that's something that you want. we believe that anything is possible, and it sounds like such a cliche and it sounds a little bit dumb, but we truly believe that. And I don't see how carpentry could not be super beneficial to this community, and not only to this community, but also to the cities that are surrounding our community. So we're very good at marketing, and we're very good at sales and all of this. So again, shoot us an email and let's talk. If you hear dogs going nuts in the background, it's
So
puppies.
babies,
Yeah, we don't even hear it anymore. It's like song.
we're immune.
Yeah, nobody wants to be our neighbor.
No, they're small and yeah, they're loud sometimes, but yeah, we have it under control.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Okay, if there are no further questions, then we're going to wrap it up here. If you do have any questions that come up later, feel free to email us. We are responding to anyone and anything at this time. That is that Kaylee and Cassie are.
Yeah, but there's one more thing I need to tell you guys, and that's we're done now with the legal stuff, so I can finally send contracts to people that are ready to reserve their plot. As I said, some houses are already sold because our friends and family and all of that. But
and the first one's in. I mean, people came in like very early on.
Yeah, they did, but we didn't make the contracts for them yet. The contract is ready now, and we will start taking reservations. As I said, there's about 1,500 of people that want to buy something in the place, but we can only build 500. So yeah, if you want to reserve your plot, we're gonna accept reservations from 10,000 euros. If you have the opportunity and you want to reserve a particular house and plot, you have the opportunity to do so by investing a little bit more, and then you would also have the benefit of a 10% a year gain, which is a very decent return on investment in real estate. That is very safe. And we can talk about other deals if you want to pre-buy the house, get some very nice incentives, good prices, and yeah, a lot of benefits by doing that. I mean, all the plots out there are absolutely amazing. I cannot think of one plot that is not absolutely amazing. No. We've been there so many times now, and every time I'm going there, I'm just in a new place. I'm thinking, oh, I want to live here.
I know. Yeah. And then I run over the street and like, I want this plot, and Janko's like, yes. And then we just continue going like this.
Yeah,
so.
It's just most of the plots have an absolutely stunning view of the mountains and nature and
the lake.
Yeah, the lake. Yeah, like 80% of the plots have a lake view, and yeah, it's just beautiful, beautiful place. And we're gonna stream some more from the lake. I'm gonna take my drone up there and take some more footage and.
We haven't gone down to the lake, by the way. Some people ask why we haven't filmed from the lake, because we are building houses all the way down to the lake. But the infrastructure was done 15 years ago. And since then, because the soil is so good and because there's so much good water, everything has been growing like crazy. So we cannot by foot, as it is today, access the lake by any means. My husband has tried on several attempts and we just cannot get down there. So we have to wait.
It will happen this week.
It will. Okay. Yeah. So he says. So we'll see. But from down, we're super excited to see it ourselves. But for now, it's pretty rough up there, and it's absolutely beautiful. Oh, look at this. My husband took this the other day. He went up there during sunset, and it's just beautiful. That little cluster of houses that you see to the left, that's Planes. So our place, I mean, we always say Planes because it is Planes, but we do have to come up with a name for this modern eco-village. I come up with the suggestions every single day, but my husband does not comply to any of them. So any suggestions for names are good.
These are the views from the mountainside. These are my favorite views.
Yeah, you get the sunrise here. This is the sunrise.
The sunrise and the sunset. Yeah.
The sunrise, this is the sunrise, and then behind you is the sunset. And there are wild cherries growing everywhere. These sour cherries, there are almonds growing wild everywhere. Olive trees going wild everywhere. The soil is so rich and so good. I mean, 15 years ago, there was nothing there. And this is also one of the things, like, people are asking us, like, how can we aim to be an eco-village if we're going to take down trees and such? But it's important to mention that the trees that we're taking was set there 15 years ago for this purpose. So we're not taking.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at this beautiful lake. This is a fraction of the lake. It is so big. If you do
It's 4
search
kilometers.
if you search in Planes on Google Maps, you will see the massiveness that this lake is. And if you will go, like, if you're a detective like me, you will go on Instagram on tags and you will write down. It doesn't go writing in Planes because that's plains, but you can write in like Beniares and many of the closest cities
Or
around.
just write Planes Lake or Planes Spain.
On Instagram, on the tags, if you
On
do
the tags, yeah.
Beniares and the other stuff around the lake, you will see that people have been visiting this lake from all over the world and posting pictures of the waterfalls and them bathing in it and swimming in it. So it's truly beautiful, and we're so excited to explore it.
Yeah. So that's it for today. Thank you very much, guys. Do you have any more questions?
Just one from Linus. He asks about the floor plans of the buildings. They are not available yet, but they will come very, very soon.
Actually, I do have them.
You have the floor plans?
Yeah, I'm gonna post them on the website as they come.
As they come, yeah, because we are gonna do
some changes.
Yes. And then we have here, I love this. Veronica has been dreaming about a place like this, and she says that she's a nurse and she's a meaty yoga instructor. Any possibilities to start up working in your village? Absolutely, for sure, 100%.
From day one.
From day one, yes. So again, shoot us an email, and yes, I will be your first client. Okie dokie.
Yeah,
Until next time.
Until next time. Thank you very much, guys.
Adios.
Bye.